Hello friends and friendesses. We're in Landcount in the Netherlands in the south. And we're gonna see about the water tower. As you know from our previous episodes, we love water towers. There's a bumblebee in the grass, so Petra is gonna make a picture of that. That is the sanitary building. And this is the campus sports area, which we got all for ourselves. Let's move in closer. Mr. Bumblebee. And this is the sanitary building. It's like a maze in here. All kinds of doors, alleyways, corners. It's really a maze. Family shower. This is interesting. All kinds of things. I like this. A little mirror for little people. A mirror for medium people. And a mirror for tall people. That's our house.
Yep.
We paid it in cash.
Yep.
We own it.
Yep.
No rent.
No rent.
No mortgage.
Mortgage.
So, how awesome is that?
Super awesome.
It's the 4th month full-time RVing,
Yeah.
and it's probably wind noise. There's the water tower. Green grass. Green grass.
Green grass. Oh.
This is the tower. Water tower. Is the water tower.
We're gonna enter the water tower.
How many stairs were there? 135 stairs. Okay, let's take the stairs. Let's take the stairs. Damn, those stairs. Alright. You go first.
Ladies first.
Ladies first. Campsite over there. Wow, that was a heavy climb. Are you scared of heights?
No. You?
No. And I'm up. I made it downstairs. And we're down again.
I am having the mint. Hey, hello.
Oh, bubble.
What did you just have?
Liquor.
Liquor. Right.
You look so amazing suddenly. So beautiful.
Sure.
Hey friends and friendesses. So it's raining and it's really muddy. So we're gonna try get off the muddy grass. Let's hope it works.
Close the door.
It's scary.
You see, lots of mud. Awesome. Whew. That's a relief. You did it. Awesome.
Awesome size.
Easy peasy.
How easy peasy. I had nightmares of this. Where are we going?
We need to open the door.
Where are we going?
I don't know. Where are we going?
Where are we going, Petra?
I don't know.
This TomTom is sending us down this narrow road.
What's wrong with them?
I don't know.
Yeah. I see.
Narrow road.
Yes.
Very narrow road.
The road is narrow.
Narrow. Oh, where are we?
At the Mercado. It's
The biggest
how do you call it?
shopping center in the world, in the country. So we're checking it out. It's a circle, but there's no directions to what is where. So you're forced to check out everything.
Yes. Right.
It's taking an outside shot
Oh, right.
of the thing,
Ding.
of the biggest shopping center in the world. I mean,
Well,
in the Cape region. What do you think?
I think the Maxis is bigger.
So, Honey Cake, tell the viewers what happened.
We were at our previous boondocking place, and there was some weird dude, and he just sits in his car and looks at your camper.
So, the last time we were there, he was also there, and then what did you do?
I made a picture of his car, and then he left.
Yes, and now he was there again. So, we thought, in case he comes back again tonight, with a bucket of paint, let's skedaddle.
Yes. They can never be too careful. Like we already said, this is our home, so we have to be extra careful and don't take any risks.
Exactly, that's darn good advice.
Yes. Sunset. We're driving into the sunset.
The sun is setting.
Yes. It's orangey.
The sun.
The sun.
You're my sunshine.
My only sunshine.
You make me happy.
When skies are dry.
I think our singing makes the sunset even faster. Good morning, my friends and friendesses. We slept at the carpool place where we slept before, getting wake up by little
Cage.
Rats! I don't know where they came from, but they tried to climb on the van, knock on the van, they tried to break open the windows, tried to break off the fly screen. So then I made some noise and they skedaddled. And then I went outside and they're already gone. So how do you like your first knocking?
My first knocking? Well,
It was our first knocking experience.
yes, that is true.
I can title it Our First Knocking Experience. How do you tell me about the first knocking experience?
Well, weird. Well, seeing there were kids, well, it wasn't that scary. But if there would have been full grown people,
Zombies.
it would be weird. That's my take on it. Were you scared?
No, I just tried to find my pants.
Oh.
Saint Onion Red. Camper Space Denial. And Saint Onion Red. And there are 3 spots. We're in the first spot. And then 2 spots behind. And you can see if you're in the last spot, you totally block the car from ever getting out again. Well, so far Saint Other Red, Onion Red, Other Red. We're not really impressed with the city. It does have the church.
Yep.
I'll show you the center. It's basically just a bunch of cars parked next to each other. Hello buddies and badesses. So, funny story, the camper was standing behind us last night and I saw his lights were on, so I said to my dearest dear, I said, well, if they're on still in 5 minutes, I'll go over there and tell him his headlights are on.
Yes.
So I went over there, knocked on the door, and this gentleman came out. I said, hey, excuse me for interrupting, I noticed your headlights are still on. I just want to give you a heads up, not that you have an empty battery in the morning. And he was like, yeah, I know. And this morning we woke up by a camper that wouldn't start. And it was his camper, and he drained his battery, so he had to call the roadside assistance, and they had to recharge his battery.
Yep.
So if you just took my advice, you wouldn't have to.
Wouldn't have to have called them. But
Yeah.
Yeah. You never do. Yeah.
Yeah, some people, they just never learn.
No. That is true.
Yeah, we have power. We're hooked up to power. See, we have power. But our battery is not, our secondary battery is not loading up. This should be burning. The load on battery light and the battery charging light. They should both be, battery charging should be red.
Yep.
But they're not. And we have no idea what could be the problem. Maybe it's just the battery is just died on us. We have no idea how old it was. But yeah, I don't want to go pulling any switches and levers. So if you have an idea,
Yeah.
let us know.
Yes.